Hey, you're on video.
Oh shit!
Friday night at the Village Tavern. Give it up if you've been there before in the past. Give it up if you're ready to get your fucking pants rocked tonight. That's more important. Way more important. I like that. I fucking... Damn, no jokes yet. I dig that. I'm excited. I'm excited to be here. I'm excited to see you guys. I'm really excited because I just saved a bunch of money on my car insurance. Yeah. By not having a car. No, I'm just kidding. I didn't really save any money on that endeavor at all. That's a huge setback. I'm happy to be back here in Cincinnati. Cincinnati's my shit. You guys are cute. Oh God, you guys look fantastic tonight. Like I'm not even dicking around. You guys are the shit.
Yes.
I miss Cincinnati. I was in Florida for 5 months. Yeah, exactly. Shit's hot in Florida. People were fucking crazy in Florida. You thought people were crazy in Norwood. You were right. But people were fucking crazy in Florida. Crazy. I'm not gonna say that I hate everybody in Florida, but I am gonna say that I understand why it's shaped like a dick, you know? Does that make sense? Like a flaccid one at that. But that's none of my fucking business. People there, they're really politically minded. And like I'm of the mindset to where like, you know, I don't talk about politics at work or with friends, definitely not with a fucking microphone in my hand, you know? But at the same time, I kind of feel like I know where I stand on a lot of political issues, and I keep those to myself. But sometimes things happen that make me start second guessing myself. Like when I was in Florida, working in a mostly Spanish kitchen, and I heard an entire Spanish version of a Hoobastank song. And I was like, you know what, fuck it, let's build a wall. Not everything belongs in a burrito, my friends. That's what I'm saying to you. Right now. It's crazy in Florida, man. I couldn't keep up with it, couldn't keep up with the politics, couldn't keep up with the beach bods, you know? I look okay, I'm fuckable, probably. You know? I didn't have the beach bods, though. I mean, I shouldn't be so hard on myself. Like, I would say like 3 years ago, I weighed like 260 pounds. Now I'm down to 215, you know? Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Most of that was hair loss, so. And it's kind of a mixed bag on that one. But no, I'm happy to be back in Cincinnati. I'm happy to be back doing comedy. I didn't always do comedy. I used to guess people's weight at Kings Island. I didn't work there. It's kind of a prick, I guess. I don't know when the last time you went there was, but that blue ice cream is different when it's being shoved up your ass by a disgruntled, scrappy dude. That's how I felt too, man. Times are rough. Times are fucking rough. But yeah, like I said, I just got back to Cincinnati like, a month and a half ago. I haven't caught up with everybody. Texted a friend of mine the other day that I hadn't seen. I was like, hey man, we haven't talked in a while. How you been? I hope you're good. And he texted me back, hey, I'm good, nigga. What's good with you? And I texted him back, hey man, you're white, maybe not that word? And he goes, I'm sorry, I just woke up. I'm sorry, what? I don't think that's how that fucking works! You really just woke up like that? We just wake up like, oh, niggers. If that's how you wake up, then how do you go to sleep at night, huh? Oh, I know, with a sheet, with eye holes cut out, probably. Fucking pointy pillow hat. Fuck up my face, man. I miss him. I miss him a lot. I mean, I don't think that he meant anything bad by that. I mean, I have this belief that inherently everybody is good and they mean well and they want to do the best for people, but sometimes situations arise that make that, not as easy as it sounds on paper. What made me think about this even more recently is when, in 1995, Michael Jordan had a Hitler mustache. You guys remember that? Oh yeah, look it up. Google Hitler stash, get put on the list. Yeah, you got a little mustache just like that. And yes, that sounds weird at first, but I think his line of logic was, I am in a position of grand power right now, so I can use my celebrity to take back this wonderful piece of facial hair, right? And then his publicist was like, no. I wonder how far he went with that shit. What if the original Michael Jordan Air Jordan logo was just this? And then his publicist was like, no. What if we draw another arm back here? Maybe broaden your stance on a few things. And that's how the Air Jordan logo was born. Alright, that's all we do for you guys tonight. We have a lot of comics. They're very fun. Just for people who aren't, big comedy aficionados. Okay, we're back. If you haven't been to a lot of comedy shows before, just be respectful of the acts for sure. Laugh your ass off for sure. Do that because they're going to make you do that whether you want to or not. If you have some important conversation you just need to have with your friend, this is a big bar. You can go outside, you can go in front, you can do any of that. Tip your bartender, Cole's working hard for you back there. Give it up to Cole. And above all else, no heckling, and let's just fucking have fun. You guys ready for that? Excellent. Well, please keep that energy going for your first comic of the night, Carl Jansen.
Thank you so much. It's very kind of you. Hello all, thank you. Hey, a lot of people will ask you, the question, be like, if you could have dinner with anybody, living or dead, past or present, who would it be? And a lot of people will answer, someone like Jesus or like a president or something. But mine's just like the girl that works at the Speedway down the street from my house. She's a very pretty lady. I'm a little bit of a ladies' man myself. I used to go out with the girl who was Wiccan, right? She thought she was a witch, right? Tits were freezing. It's like squeezing a soft serve machine, Like waffle cone under there. I am dating now. Me and my girlfriend recently tried out the old role play, because we've been together for about 2 years and we're bored of each other. We did the old role play. We did the naughty nurse, and you guys all know how that goes. Every time the naughty nurse, it's always the same. It's always like, ugh, this is swollen. And then she's like, well, as somebody who's gone to medical school for however fucking long nurses do that, I know that the only solution is, well, no matter what the problem is, you just put your mouth on it, and that's how that goes. That's not what happened when my girlfriend and I did it. When my girlfriend and I did the naughty nurse, she just took my blood pressure and deemed me unfit for sexual activity. That's her though. She's always wanting to do something crazy, always trying to make me get into some get up that takes forever to put on, and I don't understand, like condoms. You know what I mean? I get it, you got a latex thing, but tone it down. I like playing a lot of video games, man. I haven't played video games too much. I actually recently got into like a new type. It's not like a new type of game, but it's new to me. I found a type of video game. They call them life simulators, right? As if, just in case you guys thought rock bottom was as low as you could go, it does go further. Because I just think it's crazy, man. Like a lot of people use video games as a form of escapism, right? Like to do things you've never done before, like fight a dragon or fly a fighter jet or something. For me, I'm just like, this is what it would be like if I owned property. Okay. Look at old CJ with a career and a family. You understand how fucked up that is? Because the fact that I'm losing sleep to make sure the more showered version of me gets to work on time, it's completely fucked up. I just wish we had like the video game like set up in real life. Like if I could actually see my health bar going down, maybe I would take care of some of this. You know what I mean? If I had something that pointed me toward my next goal, I think I'd be okay. I don't know. That being said, man, I don't have great jobs either. I'm not like a professional, you know? Like I don't even have a resume. Because if I wanted to hand somebody a piece of paper that was just blank besides my name at the top, I would go and finish high school. Because that's what I did there. I'm not kidding, man. I got no skills, no qualifications. Like if I actually did write a resume, the first thing under the skills column would just have to be, well, I fucking wrote this resume, right? It's got to be a little. Right under that, do not resuscitate. That's my qualification. And the only thing I've ever qualified for is that earned income tax credit. Like where you make so little money and the government's like, keep it. Like, how bad are you doing when you're inciting empathy from the IRS? Like how bad? Oh man. I don't know. I just gotta take better care of myself, man. I really do. Just to get healthier. It's hard to be healthy, man. Like, no one has a good addiction. You know what I mean? Like, nobody has like, I like drinking and smoking, but I've never, like, I wish I could be addicted to, like, the laundry. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying I don't do the laundry. I know a lot of the jokes I've said, you're like, stay away from that. No, I mean, I'm clean. But I've never been like, yeah, I'm gonna go do like a load or two and then did 8. That's never been an issue I've had. Never had my fucking girlfriend like, you've been out doing laundry again? I can smell it all over. I mean, I'm more of a casual launderer. Like, I'll do a load if I'm having company. Like, you know what I mean? Just trying to. This is fucking so hard to get healthy, man. I tried working out, right? That should be an easy one. That's the go-to when you want to better yourself. I'm gonna start working out. But even with that, people will be like, it takes months to see results. It'll take months to see results with working out. You know, it doesn't take months. Cocaine. If you do cocaine right now, you guys would immediately see results. I'd have more than 2 poses. I know you guys have been seeing this. I have this, and I have like the kind of. I'd be out talking to you. I'd be fun and stuff. I'd be one of those guys who could fucking like, oh, look at that crazy shirt you got on. I've never been good at the talking to the audience, man. I want to practice a little. I never get. Maybe you guys can help me out with that. Can you guys ask me what I do for a living? Hey, you call this living? Hey! No, I don't have good judgment. I was talking about the jobs, and seriously, the way I make a living. Man, I work at the types of jobs that hire mostly felons and teenagers, you know? And I'm not talking shit, man. That is my most common YouPorn search. But, I mean, it's just sad. That being said, though, there are some perks. Like, because I work at those types of places, I am the boss now. And if you've been listening, you know it's not because I'm good at the job. It's just because no one else there can legally carry a firearm. Or vote. I'd like to see them tell me no. You know what I mean? I'm just boom, boom, boom. Jimmy, you're working overtime. Sarah, you're fired. Somebody, we got holes in the ceiling. Clean up this mess. Yeah, I've been Kyle Jansen, everybody. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of the
Kyle Jansen. Oh man, we're off to a hot start. I did this. Keep that energy going for my friend, Alex Schubert.
Thanks, everyone. All right, there we go. It's a little tall for me. VA gets shorter. All right, I'm a comic. I also DJ part-time. It's a lot of fun. It's kind of weird when people try to get me laid sometimes because it never works. Like one night, this one dude tried to hook me up with a cheerleader, and that girl was not having it. Because all I did was I turned around in her general direction just to see what was going on. And what she did, the moment I did, was she put her hands up, clenched her face, and walked backwards. So it sounds like a couple of you are familiar with the international symbol for ew. But if you're not, it's basically this. She did that as if I was slowly and cartoonishly walking towards her. You know, I wasn't like, come here, pretty lady. You want to meet my parents? I live with them. No, I don't really do all that great. I'm a lot better than I used to be because when I was in high school, I embarrassed the shit out of myself. I invited a girl over to my parents' house, and my go-to move to impress her, I was going to have her come over and have her watch me play guitar. Hero. I would play Guitar Hero, and this girl would be all up in my stuff. Yeah. Like, what was she gonna be like? Oh my God, Alex, you're using the orange button? May I have your children, please? Oh, you're so impressive. No, I think I've been doing comedy for a little bit, and there's a lot of things I can't stand about it. Like, I cannot stand when I see a comedian on stage make a pitch to get laid after the show. It's always the worst. Like, see me after the show? I hate that. Because they treat comedy shows like they're romantic situations. And comedy shows are never romantic situations. And I know this because I've never seen a comedy show be the setting in an erotic novel. I've never seen it. You've never seen that first-person narrative. So there I was, in a half-empty bar filled with vape smoke. I saw an overweight, disheveled man holding a microphone, and I knew I couldn't resist. So we went back to his hotel room for a night of passion, and just as things got hot and heavy, I began to slowly unbutton his only shirt that has buttons on it. Oh, it was a night of passion indeed. You guys are fun. I'm trying to do a story on you guys. Because I am convinced that a horny dude's the dumbest person on the planet. You know? Because, you know. I haven't even got to the punchline. You're like, yep, on board. I'm on board. So, I know this, because if they have an opportunity to get laid, even if it's completely far-fetched, they're gonna go for it. Like, I got a Facebook friend request from a spam bot, and I got bored, so I checked out her profile, and I found out that her profile picture had 4 comments on it. And I don't know if you've ever gotten the opportunity to, what's the word? Yeah, screw it. I don't know if you've ever gotten the opportunity to read love notes to a person that doesn't exist, but if you do, capitalize, cancel your plans. Like, I got, the first comment I read was from a dude. He just posted a picture of himself, blank expression, and the comment read, "Good morning, nice ass." That's it, just good morning. That's a quick escalation. It's like, the birds are chirping, the sun is shining, and your gluteus maximus gives me visual pleasure. Yeah, but I bring this up because the next comment down came from a man who called himself, not making this up, Mr. CEO Boss Bryant. Mr. CEO Boss Bryant. And his comment was a love note that contained his phone number. And when I saw that phone number, I had my Tuesday night figured out. I'm gonna text this dude as if I'm Charlene Garza from Facebook. So what I did, I sent a message. It says, "Hi Keith, baby, it's Charlene from Facebook. Loved your comment, so I thought I'd send you a little surprise." The surprise was a naked picture where I photoshopped Charlene's head onto another picture that I found by Googling the word boobs. That's all I did. Yeah, so I wanted to see how far this dude would go. I low-key wanted him to send me a dick pic, which is kind of the weirdest no-homo statement of all time. It's like, no homo, but I really want a man in Louisiana to send me a picture of his penis. That would make me very happy. And turns out, we texted the next morning, I woke up to a dick pic. It was awesome. Okay, but so they say, so I got that and I realized, you know that the expression a picture's worth 1,000 words. Turns out a dick pic is only worth 4 words. Yeah, and those words are, good morning, nice ass. That's all that is. Yeah, no, he was super on board with this. Like at one point he called me his Louisiana princess. I was like, are you too stupid to realize that your Louisiana princess has a Cincinnati area code? Are you not stupid? Yeah, so this guy was, so I kind of let it go to waste, or let it just go by the wayside. And then the next morning, I was at the gym and my phone rang. Oh shit, the boss would like to see me now. Yeah. So I can't just answer the phone, because like the chick will be up immediately. I just can't answer the phone. Because like he's expecting his dream girl with that high-pitched voice, and the first thing he hears is, yo, what up? Like he's not gonna get... The chick will be up immediately, so I just let it go to waste. You guys are a lot of fun. I'll leave you with this. Like I said, I was at the gym that day, and the gym's one of my favorite places to think of jokes. Like the other day, I was working out, and this dude nearby, he finished his reps, and when he did, he kind of grunted, like, and I kind of scoffed to myself that it'd be kind of a sex noise. Yeah, but I got to thinking, I was like, what if women made sex noises when they worked out? That'd be pretty crazy. You know, like they're doing bicep curls, and they're just like, oh, Alex, I'm having such a good time right now. I'm not bored at all. I'm totally not going back to my ex-boyfriend after tonight. You're the best trainer I've ever had. Oh, but Matt, I'm Alex. You guys have so much fun.
Alex Schubert. Alex Schubert, everyone. Alex Schubert. Come here. Yeah. Our next comic has traveled that dangerous 45 minutes south all the way from the mean streets of Dayton. Give it up for Nick Taylor.
Yourself, Montgomery, come on. In the back, come on. He's making us do shit. We don't like him already. What's up? Montgomery with your fancy ass. This place is nice. I came a little bit when I saw that fountain pulling in, I'm not gonna lie. This is the fanciest place though that the bathroom, the men's stall, doesn't have a door. Like I would eat off the floor, but there's no privacy to do it. It's fucking... You know what you guys are thinking? I look like a yoga instructor that makes you buy weed at the end of class. Settle down. I'm not that guy. I was a personal trainer that would make you buy weed at the end of the class. I was pushing 2 different types of weights back then. Yeah, that was... Tell you guys a little about me. I am a family man, and by that I mean I live with my parents. Killing it. That's what that is. Hashtag beast mode. That's what. No, it's not. I'm in a relationship. My girlfriend, she's definitely the handyman in the relationship, which it's whatever. I'm not ashamed of that. I'm pretty much just like a stay-at-home mom type of dude, but. My friends are always giving me a hard time, like, oh, we knew who wears the pants in that relationship. I'm like, shut up, dog, I wear pants too, okay? But she definitely wears the tool belt every 10 out of 10. I don't even know how those things work. I'm like, why does this fanny pack have so many pockets? What the fuck's going on here? There's nails in this one, babe. What is this? You ever do this? The other day I farted in public because there was a fat dude there, and I was like, yeah, they'll think it's him. You should try it if you haven't. Ladies especially, you guys can get away with that shit. We don't even think you fart, but just try it. Just let him. He's gonna look at you too, super salty, like what the fuck, dog? Come on. You gotta make sure it's silent though. It has to. You can't. That's not how sound works. You can't just rip ass and be like, it was him over there. You gotta master the craft before you try. I don't know. Try it on your girl or something. I don't. I've been smoking a little weed, I gotta be honest up top. You ever been so stoned when you're driving down the road, you're not even turning, it's just a big curve in the road, and you still put your turn signal on? That's some good weed right there, that's what that is. I don't sell it anymore, so don't harass me after the show, alright? This is, just laughing for no reason. Next time you're thinking about wasting water, please remember that there are people in Africa that love eating ass. And it's all dirty and they need water to clean that shit. You guys are over here just wasting water and shit. They could be using to clean this ass that they're about to snack on. Alright, that didn't work as well as I wanted it to, but... I know comedy's going really well because I was recently recognized at a Waffle House. Thank you. Yeah, if you've never been to Waffle House, just imagine having breakfast at your dirty friend's apartment. They should call it Waffle Apartment if I'm being honest. I meant to ask, does anyone here work at Waffle House before I start shitting all over it? Just kidding, it was a free show and you still wouldn't be able to afford to get in. Okay. I just feel like it's one of those places where, like, where you go to pay, they should give you your change and a gift card to another restaurant. That's all I'm saying. They always make a big deal about the hash browns, right? Every time, like, ooh, I'll take some of the shitty hash browns. They're like, ooh, how you want to do those tonight? You want to get them smothered, covered? I'm like, will you just wash your hands, please? She's like, do you want him to use soap and water when he does that, or anything else before I go smoke an entire pack of sickies? Anything? All right, have a bad day. Thank you. Nah, Waffle House is tight. Be careful when you're outside, though. When you leave, I saw this lady driving this big-ass truck out there right before I walked. You know what they say about ladies that drive big trucks, right? You know what they say about dudes that drive big trucks, right? They got little, ladies got just big-ass dicks. That's how that... 10 out of 10 times, if you see it straight up, just like an NFL player's forearm, right between the legs. The tattoos and everything, just... If you're into that, don't let them know. Fucking holler at them. They'll probably get out and beat the shit out of you. But if you take it like a man, they might give you that dick. I don't know. Just You guys are tight as fuck. This is pretty... Oh, I got this, back in David's house from Bennet, I got this fat white friend named Doug. And, yeah, he's not here. You can laugh at that. Doug's always like, yeah, man, I'm fat and white, but I'm black from the waist down. I'm always like, dude, there is no way you're fast. Oh, my bad, Doug. I'm not trying to say you're small. You gotta rephrase it. You gotta be like, I'm black from the top of it to the bottom of it, because the rest of your legs look diabetic and out of breath. That's all I'm saying. You just gotta rephrase it. Do you want to race, dude? You want to? Oh, your back hurts. Go figure. Okay. I think one of my favorite things the other day, I went out to eat with a gift card. You ever do this? This shit's tight as shit. You walk in, I get high as hell. You go in there, they're like, your total is blah, blah, blah. I'm like, no the fuck it's not. I didn't even bring my wallet in, bitch. That's all on the gift card tonight. It's awkward as fuck too when you like, you ever get a gift fart? You ever get a gift fart? You ever get a gift card to a spot that you don't even really go to unless you got a gift card? You gotta walk in there all different, like, nah, I always fuck with y'all. What's up, man? I'm gonna give y'all a good review and everything. I was doing a show in Indiana just a couple weeks ago, and I was on stage just bombing, guys, just eating a bunch of dicks, So I was eating some dicks, right? And this dude in the crowd, he was like, hey, you should keep your day job. And I was like, hey, you should keep your doors locked, because I'm gonna murder your whole family after this comedy show. Yo, that's my time. Let's get your host back up here.
Nick Taylor, everybody. Wow. What a great time we are having today. Are we not? And I love that energy. I love that enthusiasm. I love those vocals out of your mouths. But, if you have, again, side conversations you need to have, maybe not in this room. Talking about back there. Anyway, let's keep the shit moving. Oh, hi, Liz. With the guy who looks closest to me on the show, Johnny Johnson.
I know the name sounds like NASCAR, but I got the complexion of an athlete or somebody that's racially profiled. But you got me, Johnny Johnson. That's how that works out a lot of times. People don't get it. They're like, Johnny Johnson, listen to that angelical white voice. Chris Hansen, I've been catfishing white dudes all day long, man. Everybody wants to be my friend. The last dude is up here. He reminds me of a friend I had. His name was like White Tyrone. He seems like a White Tyrone type of dude. Sells weed, the personal trainer, all at the same time. I was like, that man is cool as shit. He had them orange shoes on with the leopard print shit. Only a white dude that sells dope can do shit like that. If you see a nigga out there selling dope with that shit on, you're like, nah, brother, not today, not today. I like it out here, though. I'm new to this area, too. We just had 4th of July. I just retired out of the military. So that is, oh, thank you. Yeah, 4th of July. America, I set off a gang of shit. You ain't got to worry about me. PTSD ain't shit to me. I'll set everything on fire. Everything. I got kids at home right now. I'm trying to tell them, set that shit on fire, man. Let's do this shit. That's what happens when you're a stay-at-home dad after you retire from the military. You just randomly do, like, weird shit. Like, we'll go outside fishing, and my kids will be like, Dad, what you about to do? Like, hey, let's just go birdie these fish in this pond real quick, kids. Let's just see what happens. The bad part about it is I live in Mason. Let me tell you something. I like Mason. I don't love it. I like it. I like it a lot. But I get tired of doing these damn yard work chores, and every time I'm walking around, somebody's like, hey, buddy, you got a card? I'm like, I live here, bro. Like, no? Like, are you hitting on me? Like, that happens to me. I'll literally be in Mason for like a month without seeing another black person. I walk past my damn dining room area, there's a mirror in there, and I walked past it, saw my own reflection, was like, nigga, and I was like, oh, that's me. Shit, sometimes I'll call VA, I'll hit VA up just to do this. This is all I do, and I don't recommend other white people do this shit. I'll call VA, and I'll be like, it'll kill. He'll be like, hey, yo, Jay, what's up? And I'll be like, nigga, and he'll be like, I just had to say it, that's it. Like, sometimes I just go months. I got like these little racially ambiguous kids that nobody knows. I'll be taking them to parks and shit. People be like, oh, you the nanny? I'm like, nigga, seriously? Because it's like that in Mason. Like, people just apparently got all kind of racially nannies and whatnot. Mannies. That's out there. That happens. So now I'm a manny when I'm up in Target with all these ladies and their little pants and stuff, shopping, buying wine, White Claw, wasted. I see y'all. I see you. And yes, Jessica, those White Claws were awesome when we had them the last time. And your charcuterie plate was on point. Yes, I know what a charcuterie plate is now. And a cheese knife and all that shit. Mason is sedity as fuck. When you coming out of DC, it's just like, oh, there's a knife just for cheese? What the? I was like, hold on, I got this pocket knife right here. Like, that's what happens now, right? And then a lot of people are like, so when you be out in the military, what do you do now? Like, what do you do? And I'm like, man, I don't really do that much. Raise kids, keep them out of trouble. But then somebody's like, tell us something about the military. So I'm like, okay, cool. I'll do confessions of a veteran, right? You want to hear a couple confessions? Let me confess, since I didn't see my therapist this week. That's your tax dollar, people, not mine. One time I broke up with a girl on a deployment because she had bad handwriting. I'm serious. It looked like she wrote it like this. You know how hard it is to jack off when you're reading double negatives and shit? Like, why is she writing like this? I don't know what she's trying to say. Who says do not come on me? Like, no, you don't. It's bad too when your other homeboys is like, ew, no. Like, you ain't seen another girl in a minute. I got the picture, but we got the little note. And they're like, nah, homie, sorry. Fuck you, Carl. I broke up with another girl one time because she had a Yahoo email address. Only people I know that got a Yahoo email address are serial killers, rapists, and crazy bitches. I was like, nah. She's like, Miss Erica1984@yahoo.com. And I was like, yeah, I'm out. Yeah, sorry. I literally like walked away. I was like, yeah, I'm out. That's a real story too. I'm not bullshit. What made it bad? Hold up, I tried to keep a straight face, but I was like, who the fuck still using a Yahoo email account? Like, nobody does that shit. I was like, if somebody had Netscape, that's like Jeffrey Dahmer right there. And you'd be like, yo, I gotta order this pizza real quick. And they'd be like, yo, hit up the internet. Oh, Netscape.com. Like, what the fuck? Like, get up out of there, man. And he's like right behind you, like, don't go nowhere. You the pizza tonight, motherfucker. That's a real life confession. What about my last confession? Even though there's many confessions. My last confession is I've seen in the military, as a man, more dicks than anybody in this whole entire room put together. And I see a lot of ladies out there. You said, really? Let me tell you something. Let me tell you how many dicks I done seen. There's an actual job. We got all this technology in the world. All this fucking technology, and you mean to tell me to watch another man urinate in a cup to make sure he's not on drugs, you gotta have another man watch it. I did that job for 5 days, for 8 hours, looking at dicks. I've seen more dicks than you, ma'am. Definitely you. I've seen big ones, small ones, short ones, round ones, light ones, brown ones. I saw a dick that had freckles on it. It looked like a flaming hot Cheeto or one of those little posters that moves at the time on it. That's how many dicks I done seen in my day. And I did it all for America. Yeah! My name's Johnny Johnson. Y'all be an awesome crowd.
Johnny Johnson. Johnny Johnson, yes. Yes. Hey Tracy, what's up? Everybody say hi to Tracy. She's here. All right. We got more comics for you. You guys are fucking great. You know that? Give it up for yourself. Hey. I love it. I feel the love, and hopefully you guys feel the love for your next comic, Tanner Hines.
Hey, how you guys doing? Good. Like VA said, my name's Tanner Hines. I'm 47 years old. And I know you're thinking, oh wow, only 47, you look much older. It's because I refuse to take care of myself. Just kidding, I'm only 27. This is my actual height though, I'm small. Always been small. I was so low and fat growing up that a family friend once suggested that my brother and I would make good racing jockeys when we grow up. Well, joke's on her. Does anybody remember that jockey a couple years ago that won the Triple Crown? No? Well, that's me. I'm Victor Espinoza. Tanner Hines is just my stage name. O.J. Simpson is now on Twitter, which is fantastic. Don't clap for a murderer. Don't do it. A couple years ago, my mom and I were watching the ESPN 30 for 30 documentary, O.J. Simpson Made in America, and we learned a lot about O.J. that I didn't know beforehand. For example, you guys know O.J. played football? No idea. Knew him for that other thing he did. My two favorite things in life are baseball and fucking men. I'm a lot like Alex Schubert, but I go through with it. I'm not afraid of commitment. I still haven't seen as many dicks as Johnny, though, probably. Someday. But like those two, like baseball and fucking men, never the twain shall meet. But I saw this meme of these two Texas Rangers players celebrating a home run by giving each other like this like dick handshake thing recently, and I can't stop thinking about it. Like that should be its own category on Pornhub, as far as I'm concerned. Enough of the fake incest porn. We all know that's not really his stepsister. Just give me a 10-minute loop of those two guys tugging each other. That's the only reason I go to games anymore. It's to lay witness to God's greatest gift, and that is baseball butts. Yes. It's not just drunk women that love that shit. There's a lot of queer men that love it too. We just can't be as vocal about it. Nothing frames the male backside better than baseball pants. It's like the sunset at Hilton Head. It's breathtaking. And the best thing about baseball too is the game starts and 9 gorgeous men come running out on the field and they all assume the position. And then after a couple minutes, as if they could sense my boredom, they get up, they go back to the dugout, and are replaced by 9 equally gorgeous men for me to stare at like meat behind a butcher's counter. Fucking love baseball so much. But no franchise knows how to like market to queer men. Like it's like you'd figure with rosters filled with men in peak physical condition, someone in PR would be like, okay, let's put 2 and 2 together. But nope, all you know how to do is like, oh, this is our rainbow logo. Fuck the rainbow. I don't give a shit. No, I don't. I fuck men, but I don't like the white rainbow. I'm done with the rainbow. I come up with a season-long promotion that the MLB can implement tomorrow that would fill stadiums from here to Anaheim. And what you do is you offer a special ticket package to queer men, and in between each inning you wrap off a ticket, and that guy gets ushered down to the dugout where a player of his choosing takes him back to the clubhouse and performs oral sex on him. Call it Make Baseball Gay Again. They're millionaires. Give them an actual job to do. They don't do anything. That or start just drafting uglier men. I don't know. You guys seen Babe Ruth, right? He's fucking ugly, but he hits a lot of home runs. Don't tell me it can't be done. I was in Chillicothe, Ohio. I lived there for a couple months when I was in my early 20s. And there's not much to do there, like socially. But they had this billboard for this place called the Lion's Den. I went to check it out. And yeah. And the billboard said adult superstore. Like, oh, this is going to be like a Walmart-sized place with sexy stuff. But in reality, it's nothing but a double-wide trailer on a gravel lot. Not exactly the superstore I had in mind. But I walk in, and before I know it, it's half an hour. I'm still standing in front of the wall of fake rubber vaginas. Well past the window shopping phase. So I need to hurry up and buy something. Luckily, I saw a familiar face. Cincinnati's own Bonnie Rotten had her model for sale for $37.99. And I bought it because I figured just shop local. Support your local artist. And it's nice. It has both holes, so it's fun for like when your friends come over. It's like a gay Chinese finger trap. Can you guys see that in the back? Does the analogy make sense? All right, that's all we're gonna do. Thanks a lot. And Tanner Hines.
Tanner Hines, everyone. Yeah. This microphone smells like dick. I'm assuming. Man. I'm just happy to fucking be here with all you right now, and I hope you feel the same way. I got just a couple comments up for you. You guys ready for your future act? This man needs no introduction because I didn't write one for him. Zach Wyckoff!
Guys, you've been incredible. Give it up for yourselves so far. Yeah. You guys are so nice. And give it up for Vin Diesel behind the bar. He's crushing it. Hey, how's it going? All right. He's handing out drinks fast and furious over there, guys. Oh, you guys are amazing. Guys, I'll tell you a little bit about me. I'm a big fan of the Lord. Anybody? All right, we're gonna have fun. Okay. One person in the back I'll see in heaven. That'll be cool. Everybody else, there's still time. It's fun. If you guys don't like Jesus, like, that's totally cool. I'm gonna keep things relatable right up top. So, you guys know when you be doing communion, you know, and it feels just like you get the body of Christ like stuck in your teeth. Like, ugh, it's so annoying, you know, because you can't go in after with a toothpick because it's like he's getting put on the cross again, you know. There's a lot of these. Strap in. So that's fun. I was raised in a super churchy home. This is true. My parents were in a small Southern gospel group known as the Heaven Bound Singers, which I always thought was kind of a cocky name. You know, like, you guys don't get to make that call. You know, there's just a bunch of like old white people singing like country songs about Jesus. It's like if Cracker Barrel had a house band. You know what I mean? Yeah. Until I was 12. Until I was 12, I never heard what you might call like secular music. And how do you guys know what secular means? It just means like good. It's all. It's fun. I date people, Christian people, ladies, because they have to be. Sorry, Tanner. He likes baseball butts. Wait till he finds out about other sports. There's so many butts. No, I went on a Christian first date not too long ago, guys, and I don't know, I did the hottest thing you can do on a Christian first date. Anybody know what that is? Set boundaries. You nailed it. Set boundaries. That's Christian first base. Second base is being in the same Bible study. Third base is side hugs. And fourth base is just 17 kids. There's no in between. Just all the children. It was great. We had a lot to talk about. You know, like, what's your favorite Kirk Cameron movie? And yeah, it was good. Best part is I didn't even have to walk her home at the end because her parents were there the whole time. So that was cool. She was homeschooled, which was kind of fun. It made it seem like I'm the rebellious choice. you know, I got to show her all kinds of stuff she'd never seen before. Stuff like women wearing pants and people she's not related to. Stuff like that. It's real fun. Guys, I don't know if you can tell us about me, but I've never touched sex. I haven't, but I have had old ladies tell me that they think I'm handsome, and I think that's the same. It feels pretty good. It's very fun. I can't wait to get married. You know, I think my wedding ceremony is just gonna be like 10 minutes long outside of a hotel room. I'm gonna have the world's first rip-off tux. Yeah. I'm gonna be like those breakaway pants in the 90s, like, here we go, you know? We are gonna have a reception, you know, like 3 weeks later after we've like come up for air. And rehydrated. Let's talk about something else, huh? Let's get into this. I have a lot of Christian friends and stuff. My best friend is black. Hold your applause. Yeah. I like won't have to go to sleep tonight because I'm like so woke, but it's fun. Yeah, he was trying to tell me recently that he thinks that Jesus was black, which I'm not entirely sure if that's true, but it makes sense because
I've been waiting on him for a while. Like, it's been like 2,000 years, man. Like, come on. You know? Like that, and he died for something he didn't do. Like, what's more black than that? Ooh, it's fun when people laugh at that, because when they do not, it is weird. Who am I? Papa John up here? Okay. Oh, that's fun. Guys, I'll say I have this haircut, but I didn't like grow up rich. I grew up like middle class. You know, like we went on vacation, but only to like Gatlinburg, Tennessee. You know? Yeah. If you guys don't know Gatlinburg, it's this great place filled with like black bears and white trash. It's yeah, it's fun. It's kind of like if a cruise ship were a city. It's fun. It's fun. There's a lot of like weird, like racially charged attractions down there. And okay, before we get into this, I know what I look like, right? Like I know, like if you looked at my DNA, it would just look like Wonder Bread and Coachella. I know. So it's weird. They have this thing down there called the Dixie Stampede. Have you guys ever heard of that? Yeah, Dixie Stampede. Yeah, it's fun. It's kind of like a dinner and a show mixed with a rodeo, all wrapped into a Civil War reenactment. Yeah, the website describes it as a fun and friendly rivalry, pitting the North and South against each other. Oh no. Because that's how everyone remembers the Civil War. It's weird. They split you up on who you're rooting for, like the North or the South as you come in, and there's lots of fans of the South down there, as you can imagine, because everyone's always wearing the home team jerseys. And I swear, one time I walked in behind this kid and he goes, "Oh man, I'm a Yankee." He was just so pissed to be on the winning team. Yeah. It's weird. They did fix it. After I went there recently, they fixed it. Instead of the North and the South, now it's the red team versus the blue team. Okay, so it's no longer the North and South, it's just Bloods versus Crips. That's it. Even better. Yeah. It's fun if you guys ever get to go. It's kind of like the Harlem Globetrotters for people that would never go to Harlem. It's... Did I talk about how I'm white? That's fun. I will say, you guys have been really great. I don't always do great shows. Recently, I did a show for 75-year-old librarians. All right, are you one of those? What? Are you just a fan? Is that, wow. I'm excited. I don't know if I want to see that lady's Google search history. No, yeah, so I did a show for 75-year-old librarians, and they did not like me. It's, I think I went in just too confident, too cocky, you know? Like, I think just every old lady I've ever met growing up in church would just come up and tell me, like, "Oh, Zach, you're just growing up, you're just so handsome. You're such a handsome young man." I'd be like, "Oh, right back at you, Francis." And they loved it, you know? I think I just have one of those faces, like dark hair, dark eyes, average face. I think if you have cataracts, I just look like everybody's dead husband. I love old ladies. Yeah, so I tried to like make material specific to the event, which like wasn't a good idea. I tried to roast books. Yeah, I went in there and I was like, "Oh man, who wrote this book, Animal Farm? Was it George Borwell?" And that was the response. Yeah, they didn't like that one bit. I tried to like riff, because that's what you do when you're bombing. And I tried to riff, and I was just like off the dome. I was like, "Yeah, so like, are you guys like sad that you're getting replaced by Google?" And they were like, "Yeah, that's like our biggest fear." That and the Russians. Yeah, it was a good time. I think they did laugh though. I think they just laughed like librarians. You know, I'm gonna do a librarian laugh for you real quick. Ready? You know how you guys couldn't hear it? They couldn't hear it either. It was fun. It was good. I killed, unfortunately. I think they were just mad because I was talking in a library. That's fun. Guys, another fun fact about me, I used to be a chunky boy, which not a lot of people believe that because now I'm like hot and stuff. It's fun. Everybody not laughing agrees. Thank you. It's fun. I used to like show people pictures of me as a kid, and they'd be like, "That's not you," but like Why would I show you a picture of a different fat kid? Doesn't make sense. Yeah. I didn't have lots of pictures of me as a kid because my parents were like, you're not going to want to remember this. But, yeah. My dad never carried a picture of me in his wallet because it wouldn't fit. That's fun. No, I played rec sports as a kid. That was a lot of fun. Recreational sports is like, you know, when you like love sports, maybe want to do it for a living one day, and then your parents see you throw a ball, and then they're like, hey buddy, why don't we just do this for fun? I saw Michael Jordan dunk a basketball, and I was like, I could play for the Chicago Bulls. And my parents were like, how about the yellow team, buddy? Back that off. I used to play basketball. It's fun playing basketball when you're like shaped like one. And I was guarding the tallest, like buffest looking dude on the other team, and he like looked dumb, you know, like, and mean. Like he looked like he didn't hit the books. He just like hit kids that looked like me. And so at one point he gets a breakaway. He goes for the dunk. I tried to like go like hold him back like physically because he already had been academically, and the dude, boom, dunks over me. Everybody in the crowd goes, whoa. You know, and that takes a lot, you know, to make a crowd of suburban moms sound like the crowd from Wild and Out. Yeah. I wanted to tell him, like, hey man, this is still recreational. Like, there's not an NBA scout out there, there's Linda Wyckoff, you know? You're not gonna get an NBA contract after this, you're gonna get orange slices, you know? Except fewer, because I ate them all. I was fat. That's fun. Guys, I will say this, I'm Christian, but I'm also kind of a bad boy. I don't know if you get that vibe, like, I'll drink a beer, you know? Like, just one, like, I still want to be able to, like, pray for you and stuff. It's crazy. My parents aren't about this at all. Dave and Linda won't even order, like, a margarita pizza. Like, they're not about it. Which is crazy, because I was literally Jesus' first miracle, John 2, if you want to pull up your Bibles, John 2, they ran out of wine at this wedding, and they came to Jesus. That was the first time anyone was like, Jesus, take the wheel, and he was like, okay, and he went on a beer run, you know? Yeah, you guys like beer and stuff. Yeah, some people, like, Christian people will be the first to have, like, a dry wedding, too. One of my buddies told me, I was like, yeah, man, I think I'm gonna have, like, a dry wedding, and I wanted to tell him, like, hey, man, what would Jesus do, you know? Probably not make people do the Cupid shuffle sober. That's fun. I did that joke one time, and someone from off stage shouted, yeah, I heard Jesus got hammered. And I had to be like, no, that was later in the story. It's fun. I mean, technically he got nailed, and then he had one of those like hangovers that last like 3 days. That's fun. We're having fun. I'm so Christian. People are like surprised to find out that I've never managed a Chick-fil-A. Yeah, I haven't, but I have. I do like to tell people my pleasure. Thank you. Hey, that's my line. That's great. Yeah, I do like to just say that, you know, just to people whenever. And they're like, I didn't even say thank you. And I'm like, ha, gotcha. My pleasure. It's fun. That joke's really just for me. It's my pleasure. That's fun. Being in your 20s is weird, even as a Christian and just in general. Like, even Jesus woke up on his 30th birthday and he was like, boy, I hope no one wrote any of that down. That's another Bible joke. You guys are right. I'll tell you this about me, guys. I'm also a probation officer. That is true. I'm a Christian and a probation officer, so I guess I just love telling people how to live their life. Someone said, ouch. That's cool. I'll see you on Tuesday. That's fun. Now, who's got weed? I'm kidding. I can tell. See you on Tuesday, too. That'll be cool. Yeah. People never believe that I'm a probation officer because I have like this childlike energy about me. It looks like someone would ask me like, Zach, what's your favorite part of going to court? And I'd be like, I don't know, recess. That's my favorite joke. This is true. Like a lot of weird stuff happens. Like one time I was patting this guy down and the dude farted on me. Yeah, and I was like, dude, what the heck? Because I can't swear. And It's like, dude, what the heck? And he was like, sorry, I was nervous. I was just so mad because that was like the only time I'd ever been cop dusted. Too many puns in a row. You're right. This is another fun thing. So I have to go like give like recommendations on sentencing and stuff. This happened in a real life courtroom not too long ago. The prosecutor just got done saying what he was going to say. The judge said, "All right, Mr. Wyckoff, you've heard from the prosecution. Now what would you have to say?" And I got like super nervous and I like stumbled over my words. I was like, "Honestly, Your Honor, I think I'm just gonna have to agree with the prostitution." Oh no. Because I don't know if you guys have heard any of the things I've said so far, but I'm not like real on board with prostitution. For two reasons. Like one, like I don't think anybody should have sex, and two, like biblically, I don't know how I feel about the idea of a woman having a job. So you guys are incredible. Thank you so much. VA Bennet, everybody.
Zach Wyckoff! Yes, we're all going to hell, but we're going to have a lot of fun on the way. Right? So, we've been blessed with a very special guest set from a good friend that we all know and love right before our headliner. You're going to love this guy. He's cool. I fucks with him. He's my boy. Give it up for Gabe Kea.
Keep going for VA and everybody you've seen so far, everybody. Come on. Holy shit. It's a good crowd. I can tell. You can tell already. I'm engaged. I have a fiance. Yeah. Fucking panda right away. That's how I do it. No, she grew up here in Cincinnati. I'm not from Cincinnati. She grew up in Indian Hill, so I don't know if you know what that means. No blowjobs, right? No, she's never had a job in her life. Let alone one where I put my dick in her mouth. No, her dad loves her. He hugs her. Makes eye contact when he sees her. No, I dated this girl from the West Side. She had a dick in her mouth when I met her. So that's not a joke about blowjobs, everybody. That's a joke about demographics. Where do you lie on the belt line, right? Norwood, you're good. You're still blowing. Don't worry. No, I like telling that joke because one time I was in Kroger and someone came up to me in Kroger and there were like 5 people around. They're like, "Hey, aren't you the Indian Hill blowjob guy?" And I just looked at everybody around me and I was like, "Yep," and I walked away. I was like, "That's it? No more explanation needed." And that one. We have a daughter. She's wonderful. 3 years old. Beautiful. Yeah. Wasn't created by a blowjob. She's got pet tadpoles right now. That's what poor people do. We get pet tadpoles. Get those from the neighbor's pool. Now we got pets. So let's name them. That's what we did. We let everybody name 2 tadpoles. She named the first 2. She was like, "My tadpoles are Fart and Scooter." And I was like, "Oh shit. You're not going to be funnier than Daddy." No. So I had the next 2. I was like, "Queef and Cooter." Those are my tadpoles. Come here, Queef. Don't die on us. My daughter's great. When I tickle her real hard. Remember when you were little and you tickle someone real hard and they'd be like, "Stop, stop, stop." And then they're like, then they'd say something to make you stop. What I taught my daughter to say is, "I love you." She goes, "Stop, stop, I love you." That's her safe word, is "I love you." I don't know if that's a good plan going forward. She's gonna grow up and end up in some bad relationship for a long time. She gets to her safety word and it's like, "I love you." I was like, "I knew you loved this shit." Is that too much? Probably too much. I'll talk about my daughter's future right into the camera, right there. That's how I'll do it. I love going to Chick-fil-A. Whenever I go to Chick-fil-A, it's always the same. That's why I love it. It's consistent. When I give them my order, they give me my total. They're like, "It's $15.35. I say thank you. They say, My pleasure. Every time, because it's scripted. That's what they have to say. And I've realized that. Now when I go to Chick-fil-A, they give me my total. They're like, it's $15.35. I say, my pleasure. I just wait for that kid. I know he's got to say it back, right? He's got that look in his eye. He's like, my pleasure. It's just two people in line. My pleasure, back and forth. And those kids are fun to mess with, too, because they are homeschooled as fuck. Holy shit. These kids are fresh out the homeschool, right? They've never interacted with anybody other than mom/teacher, dad/pastor before. Now they're working. I'm the customer. I'm always right. I can say whatever I want to these little kids, right? They're like, my pleasure. I'm like, you know what I like to do? I like to flip it upside down every once in a while. Maybe pull some hair. The kid's like, I gotta call my mom. And I'm like, my pleasure, and I walk away. I had poison ivy recently. It was pretty bad. Yeah, and my mom reminded me. She said, remember when you were younger, you got poison ivy all over your privates. That's what mom calls my dick, my privates. That's what she calls. And then I was like, yeah. And she goes, yeah, you were touching yourself when you peed. And I was like, oh my God, I'm so glad. And that story lasted 20 years. She's still like staying strong on that pee story. Mom, I was totally weed whacking. Gotta tell you. Gotta tell you the truth on that one. I was whacking it in the weeds. I grew up in a family that was primarily women. I had a mom. My dad, he was head injured, so he wasn't really a prominent voice. 3 sisters, so I didn't really get the talk growing up, right? I didn't get the talk. I never even knew what jacking off was until I got caught doing it, right? My sister walked in, she's like, oh my God, you're jacking off. And I was like, what's it called? I chased her out of the room. I'm like, come back. She's like, get away from me, you're sick. And I didn't know, I was curious. I was like, I thought I was making love to my blanket. I don't know. It had a name. It's jacking off. I got caught by my ex-girlfriend one time. Have you ever been caught by somebody jerking off? And it's like really like you're embarrassed by it, but there's nothing really to be embarrassed about. I'm like, this is your fault. You know? I would be here. But then she made me feel all guilty, like I was like cheating on her with like someone in the internet or something. Yeah, it was. She's like looking through. She's like, let me see what you like. And I was like, ah, God, my sister was less invasive than you were. Okay, all right. What I'm thinking is, I think is setting up for my daughter. She's going to be the one to catch me jacking off in the end. It's all going to come full circle in the end, possibly. All right. Before I get out of here, I was in Michigan. I was at a wedding. This kid came up to me. He's like, I've asked 57 people what their favorite color is. What's your favorite color? And I looked at him and I said, autism. And he looked at me. He said, that's not a color. And I said, I'm pretty sure it's on the spectrum. All right, that's it for me, everybody. Thank you all very much. You're going to love your headliner, Ram Barnacle. Have fun.
Gabe Kea, everybody. What a fun little drop in, huh? Good times, great country. Fuck yeah! Give up for all the comments you saw tonight. Give up for yourselves. Holy shit, you guys are amazing. Could not have asked for a better return than this, really. As Rand did say, he will be selling his t-shirts over there, and it's gonna be fucking tight. Fuck, man. I love you guys. Can I say that? Thank you. I love you only now. So we do this free comedy night, Village Tavern. It's the second Thursday of every month. The next installment is August 8th. It's gonna be tight. If you guys are having fun tonight, get online, tell your friends, tell your families, fucking tell your enemies as long as they fucking laugh, right? Just come with us, come laugh. Power of positivity, depression repels. Love you guys. Let's get drunk. Love you.